Hello everyone, welcome to the online classes. In our previous video, we had already read the chapter number 5. Now today we will start from the question answers. First question, answer the following question. Why was grandfather made to sit at a side table? Okay, start with the first question. Why was grandfather made to sit at the... Okay, first you have to write the chapter 5. First you have to write the chapter 5 CW and you have to write the answer the following question. Answer the following question. Students, you have to write the question number 1 from your book. I will write the answer. Okay, let's start with the my grandfather had to sit at a side table because one day because one day he dropped his plate on the floor it broke into tiny pieces. It broke into tiny pieces. My parents was very angry. My parents were very angry. From that day on my grandfather on that day my grandfather had to sit at a side table. I repeat it again. My grandfather had to sit at a side table because one day he dropped his plate on the floor. He broke into tiny pieces. My parents were very angry. From that day on, my grandfather had to sit at a side table. You have to do this question in your English first notebook. Now move to the next question. What did the grandson make? Grandson ने क्या बनाया था? Again you have to write the question from your book. I will write the answer. Answer number 2. What did grandson make? Grandson ने क्या बनाया था स्टूडेंट? The boy's grandfather had to sit at a side table because one day he dropped his plate on the floor. It broke into tiny pieces. His parents were very angry. Now move to the next question, that is, why did the grandson make? Again you have to write the question from your book. I will write the answer. The grandson made the wooden bowl for the grandson made a wooden bowl for his parents. Now move to the next question, that is, what makes you feel that grandfather is old and feeble? Again you have to write question from your book. I will write the answer. I remember his grandfather he was very old and feeble. Feeble means, it means very weak. I remember his grandfather, he was very old and feeble. He used to he used a stick to walk. He used a stick to walk. Sometimes his hands shook. He would often not buy the fireside and doze off. I remember that his grandfather was very old and feeble. He used a stick to walk. Sometimes his hands shook. He would often nod by the fireside and doze off. Students, if you want to take screenshot, you can take. Then we will move to the next question. Okay, move to the next question. That is question number 4. How was grandfather treated by his family after that? Again, you have to write the question from your book. I will write the answer. His grandfather always sat at the head of the table he was treated with great love and respect. I repeat it again. How was grandfather treated by his family after death? His grandfather always sat at the head of the table. He was treated with great love and respect. Now move to the next question. That is question number 5. What was Okay, move to the next question. What was grandfather's profession? Students, this is your homework. You have to do yourself. Now move to the next question. Take the correct statement and cross the wrong one. Granddad had to sit at a side table because he dropped and broke his plate into tiny pieces. Next, Granddad used a stick to walk because he was very old and feeble. What is the meaning of feeble? It means very weak. You have to do all these question answers in your English first notebook and take the correct statement and cross the wrong one. You have to do in your book only. Now move to the next question. If you want to take screenshot, you can take. Then we will move to the next. Okay, you have to do all these question answers in your English first notebook. That's all for today. Thank you, class.